Good morning, students. Welcome to the e-lecture series, an initiative taken by LJ Institute of Pharmacy. Pharma Ignite, it is an official YouTube channel of LJ Institute of Pharmacy, which has been started with an objective to provide e-learning to students in the current COVID-19 pandemic situation. I, Dr. Jignesh Shah, working as professor in the Department of Quality Assurance at LJ Institute of Pharmacy, will be taking quality assurance subject in BPharm Sem 7. In today's class, we will be continuing with the topic that is total quality management. Now, students, as you know that in the last class, we have gone with the introduction to TQM, that is total quality management, and we have also covered definitions of TQM, where we have studied that in case of total quality management, it is an integrated approach by the management of an organization as well as the employees associated with that organization. All are aiming towards a same area, that is improving the quality of the product. Now, in today's class, we will be moving forward towards the principle of TQM and philosophy of TQM. Now, as we have gone with the quality topic, which was basically dependent upon three pillars, that was the quality by design, its conformance, and performance. These three pillars, they assure the quality of the product by a particular organization. Now, we will move forward towards the principles of TQM. Now, the objective of a total quality management, it is always continuous improvement, either with respect to a particular process or with respect to a particular product or service, as well as commitment towards the quality of the product. So any organization who follows TQM, they will be constantly dependent upon continuous improvement in the process as well as product, and they will be constantly committed towards a better quality of the product. Now, how this can be achieved, how continuous improvement in a product can be achieved by an organization, and how commitment can be achieved by a particular organization depends upon the following principles. The first principle, which is taking part in case of TQM, that is executive management. Now, any organization, its management, it should have a tendency to view a particular product with respect to a better quality. The management should be acting as the driving force for the TQM. It is the management who will be taking care about the implementation of TQM in a particular organization. They should be able to create an environment which ensures that the TQM it successes in a particular organization. So the first principle, it belongs to the management of the organization. So if the management of the organization, they are determined and they are firm about implementation of TQM in the organization, then only total quality management can be successful. The second most important principle of TQM, it is training. Now, as all of us know that in current situation, to attain competitiveness or to sustain the competitiveness in this market, everyone, they has to adapt themselves. Now they have to make themselves competitive, and they need to know various different new technologies. So employees who are working in a particular organization, they should receive continuous regular training regarding any advancement or any updates with respect to any method or any process or any technologies. By this way, the employees will get better knowledge, they will be more competent, they will be more effective in their work, and they will give you the result, or they will give the results with predetermined standards, and that will meet the specification of the quality also. So employees, they should always get regular training in a particular organization. So organization is responsible for giving regular training to their employees, and if regular training is given to the employees, then the quality of the product, it can be made better. The third important principle of TQM, it is customers focus. Now, as we all know that for any organization related to production of a particular product, their always focus is customer. that is satisfaction of the customer. If the customers are satisfied, then only the product will be successful in the market. So customer focus is another principle of TQM. Improvement in the quality, it always leads to improvement in customer satisfaction, and that is how a product can be successful in a particular market. So if we improve the quality up to the best level, customers will be more satisfied. As a result, our product will get more successful. The fourth important principle of TQM, it is decision making. Now, quality decisions, they should be made based upon the measurements, comparison, market survey, and inspections. Now, if anyone wants to improve the quality of the product, this quality of the product should not be improved randomly, or the pathway, it should not be random. There should be suitable measurements to improve the quality of the product. There should be comparison of your product with another product with a better quality. And by that way, we can know that in which direction a particular product's quality should be improved. Even market survey regarding different products, their quality will give us an idea that how the quality of the product can be improved. Even inspections which are done during the process or after the production about the product will give us an idea about the fault of a particular product and how to improve the quality or how to remove errors that can be done. Such kind of decisions that can be made by these efforts. So this is how quality can be improved by decision making. Another important principle of TQM, it is methodology and tools. Now, a particular product, its quality, it totally depends upon what kind of method we are using to make that product and what kind of tools we are using for the preparation of that product or for the manufacturing of that product. So use of appropriate methods and tools, they will always ensure a better quality of the product or a better service. And it also helps to identify the non-conformance incidents and corrective measures also. So if we are not using proper methods or proper tools, in that case, we won't be able to identify the errors associated with that particular product. If a proper method is used, in that case, errors can be identified very easily, non-conformance can be also identified very easily, and corrective measures can be easily taken, and it can be taken very fast. So time duration for identification and corrective measures for an error, it is reduced by using proper methodology as well as proper tools. Now, another most important principle of TQM, which was responsible for the evolution of TQM, that is the continuous improvement. So, any organization or company, they should continuously work towards improving their manufacturing procedures, as well as they should work on improving their quality procedures, their methodologies in a particular process, or tools which are used in a particular process, so that a product can be made better with respect to quality, as well as services also can be made better with respect to quality. So this continuous improvement, it is a never ending process in a particular organization if they are following TQM and if they are targeting quality as their prime focus. Another important principle which affects TQM, that is the culture of the company. The culture of the organization or company should always be aiming towards developing the ability of their employees. So can be done, or this can be correlated with the training of the employees. So if the ability of the employee to work, if that has been enhanced or if it is increased, and if the employees are working in a team in a better way, then ultimately the quality of the product is also affected, because ultimately a product quality, it depends upon what kind of employees or what type of team is associated with the development of that product. So, employees' ability to work and to improve the quality, it is a major concern, and that can be affected by the culture of the company. Also, the company should promote regular training of the employees, and if the employees are given better training, and if advanced training are given to the company, in that case, it becomes very easy for the company to shift from the regular approach to the advanced approach of production. So if a company moves from one direction to the another direction, or if they try to change the design of the product, in that case, if the employees are well capable enough, then such kind of transition in the company becomes very easy for any organization. Another important principle which is associated with TQM, that is the employees involvement. Now, employees, they should be constantly encouraged. They should be made proactive so that they can work on the quality of a particular product. Even when the employees they are proactive, then it helps them to identify the problems which are related to manufacturing, and they can bring a solution to that particular problems very easily. Even troubleshooting the problems also becomes very easily if the employees are encouraged and they are made proactive. So basically, this will also improve the quality of the product. Now, moving towards the another topic, that is advantages of TQM. Now, if any organization, when they have approached towards the policy of TQM, then it will always help that particular organization in easy identification of faults and sorting out or troubleshooting of that faults or problems which are associated with a particular process. Because if any organization, if they are going towards a random method of production, in that case they won't be having sufficient documentation, or they won't be having suitable process controls to identify the faults. But when an organization is always focused towards TQM, in that case it becomes very easy for an organization to find out a fault in a particular product, and to correct the fault of that particular product. And this is how the errors can be minimized in a particular process, and product quality, it can be enhanced up to a very high extent. Higher employee morale and competence by regular training, that is another advantage of TQM. Because by continuous training and making the employees aware about recent technologies and recent advancement, it will give one type of confidence to the employees. And when the employees they get confidence, ultimately their morale gets increased, and that is how their competency can also be increased. Even by giving training to the employees, the skill updation of the employee, it can be done, as well as the employees teamwork ability can also be increased. Their involvement in a particular process can be enhanced. Even decisions of TQM, they are also been taken by the employees, or they are been affected by the employees. So this will always improve the quality of the product. Such kind of activities by the team or by any employee who thinks that the quality is a major concern for a particular product in an organization, then this will always help to improve the quality of a product. Now, TQM always leads to lower errors. As I have told that whenever a particular organization, whenever they are going through TQM, that is total quality management, there are always less errors, because they are always going through a process which has been previously validated or which has been previously qualified. So the compliance to the standards is also more, and that is how the errors in a particular product or a process, it is also less. And when the errors are less, the cost of the product, it also decreases, because the wastage or any kind of failures involved in a process or involved in a product, that reduces. And due to reduction in the failures, the cost of the product will also decreases. Better compliance with regulatory authority requirements, that is one of the most important advantage of TQM. Because if the quality of the product it matches with the regulatory requirements, the regulatory authorities, then when the compliance increases, in that case the product easily passes through the regulatory inspections, and the organization does not have to face failures because of this regulatory authorities, or any kind of troubles due to these regulatory authorities, they can be also avoided by regular compliance. So if quality of the product is increased, ultimately regulatory authorities, they also finalize the product and they also clear the product, and the product can be given or it can be sold into the market very easily. There are some disadvantages of TQM also, because whenever the organization, when they are planning to go for the TQM, that is total quality management, initially the management has to invest in a TQM. They have to change the entire policy of an organization. They have to make various changes in the organization. They have to make changes in the documentation part or in the process part, and this is how it will cost them with respect to money as well as with respect to time. And implementation of this new system in an organization will always leads to costing in time. So more time will be taken for the implementation of a new system in an organization. But later on it has advantages, but in the initial stages this can be considered as a disadvantage. Now, initial investment of time and money in training of the employees, that is also one disadvantage, because mostly when a company undergoes transition from a basic company up to an advanced company where the TQM it has been taking place in a company, or TQM has been implemented in a company. In that case, even the employees, they should be trained for getting accommodated with TQM, because if the employees are not trained, they will not be having knowledge about the quality of the product. So there is a cost for this training of the employees with respect to money, and here also time will be taken for training all the employees. Now, always we see that there is a less tendency of the employees whenever a company undergoes transition from a conventional approach to the advanced approach. So this kind of less tendency by the employees, it is one more disadvantage of total quality management. So these are few advantages and disadvantages of TQM. In the next class, we will focus on the philosophy which is associated with total quality management. Uh, at the last, I request all of you to please follow, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel, that is Pharma Ignite, for the more videos with respect to this topic. Thank you very much.